You know, after a while, finding people's OCs can be a bit hard. I decided today that I would go on Magma and let people come to me. I made an art jam and I let people come in and just draw their OC. I kind of just left my computer open for a couple hours, and that's why I love the Magma community so much, because they just do things because they want to and not because you ask them. So after letting people draw their OCs, I closed the art jam and decided to fill in the space on the right side where I would be redrawing them. And I started with this character named Polo. I love this art style. It's simple and it has a lot of personality. I wanted to match the original drawing, so I left them white and drew them in my style. I looked into what type of bomber hat or hood they're wearing, and it turns out those types of hoods have so many names like trapper hats, beanies, and in Canada, a toque. I just call them winter hats. Speaking of winter, we don't have it. Up north, y'all got all that snow and ice, and down here it's drier than beef jerky from the gas station. At least where I live. Anyway, here's Devi's Magma profile if you guys want to go follow them. Now, don't ask me why, but you can see that this entire panel is full of normal character designs, somewhat normal, humanoid. And then up here, we just have this little guy named Stupid Shorts. And he's just this silly little goober. Like, he reminds me of something that I can't quite put my finger on. I want to guess their name is Stupid Shorts because they hate wearing them. Like, looking down and grumbling, stupid shorts, because they're annoying or in the way. This goober is by Mario Fario 22. Mario Fario. So I had to think about that username for a second. It's kind of silly. I do like that. Thanks for letting me draw this little guy. I hope you like him. I did enjoy drawing him as well. I wonder what kind of food he eats. Probably Butterfinger minis. Okay, so hear me out. I am not a furry. However, I don't mind drawing animal hybrids or anthropomorphic characters. It can be refreshing to draw animal characteristics. Well, it adds variety. It makes me sit on my comfort zone. I'm not used to drawing animal features. His hair was a little tedious. But looking at him now, I'm not sure if the length is correct. But I did have fun giving him a pose though. I'm getting anime vibes from this guy as well. Maybe because of all the anime recaps of an RPG story having a theme of characters with animal features for some reason. Thank you for drawing your OC Cage Blaze. I really had fun with him. Next is Grimm's OC. I do think adding glasses was a nice touch to the character. And don't worry, you probably won't notice it right now, but later I will go back and add detail to the glasses. I couldn't resist, like, coloring them, so I hope you don't mind me, you know, coloring his hair and adding extra details here and there. I had to use anime references to get the hair right. I don't know why, but this specific type of hairstyle is really hard to draw for me, personally. I always use, like, Edward's hair as a reference, and fun fact, we're the same height at the beginning of the series. 4'11"? Yeah. You know, I've never seen someone who's 4'11". My size. I suggest watching Brotherhood since it's closer to the manga, or manga, whatever you say that. Cool design, Grimm. Also, why is your hair so fluffy? This guy looks like he would, like, hang out in an arcade all day. And that reminds me, I remember going to a bar arcade, like, a long time ago. It was interesting, to say the least. It was just a bunch of old-style arcades. It's not something I'm used to, but after trying it out, I really had fun with it. Also, I love the pun in the name Sandwich. I don't think I've seen anything like that before, so I wanted to point out how silly and how much I like that name. I remember being called Skulzy once, and it's still one of the funniest names given to me. I remember dying laughing for like 5 minutes straight. Pretty cool to see, Sam. I would totally play games with them, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, first off, Mad Hatter vibes. Is this a box? Well, judging by the tail, I say it is. The flowers on the hat were really fun to draw, as I got to experiment with different kinds and breeds. There's a flower called Foxglove, which sounds kind of funny, and I did some more research, and it looks like it came from a story involving foxes wearing them on their paws to increase their stealth or to sound quieter. I'm not sure why, I guess to get around predators. They're like these bell-looking flowers that are like purple or white, and I like the white ones more. I think they're way prettier. Probably because white's my favorite color. I enjoyed drawing your OC one, and I think the earring was a nice touch as well. Is it just me, or does this character look like it's based off those expressive robots? I remember going on Amazon and finding one, and there's some videos online you can look through, and there was this one where this person had a little robot in the little seat where the kid sits at the front, and they had someone on the other side talking to them through the little robot, and you can move this little robot with a controller on the other side, but this one they just kind of sat in the cart. And it's really cute and funny because the person on the other side can like help you pick out stuff and talk to you. So now I want to give them a completely different expression than the OC has, just to have a more variety, you know? This one was by Big Cat. I would love to know if this character has any backstory, since he also has a demon side apparently. Would like to know more about that. Okay, fire. Ow. This is my first time rendering fire. Wait. Of course. Well, even though I didn't record the whole thing, this was still a very fun OC to draw. I probably spent the longest on this one because, let's be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. I actually ended up using the blend brush to really give it that fiery texture, and I think it's underrated. I think people need to use the blend brush more. The character right here is described as like shy, which I thought their personality would be more confident or maybe even cheerful because fire is bright, shiny, hot. Them being shy makes me think of them being a small candle rather than like a large flame. Maybe they're like small, or maybe had a bad experience and now they don't want to go near anything. It makes sense why they're shy and don't want to like speak or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to touch anything if I was made of fire, not gonna lie. Well, only Jellyfish has the answers. Well, only Jellyfish has the answers to those questions. So I would love to hear why he's shy and what made him that way. We can all agree that hoodies are nice, and if you don't... he'll be fine. So this is Khazar's OC, Khazar. Not too little, not too much. I do love characters like that. Totally not biased. I'm not sure what color the hoodie is. I want to say like a grayish red. It's one of those colors I really love, probably because I use them on my accessories, earrings, and like buttons, things like that. I wanted to ask about the eyelids, or is it makeup? Well, I love the style, and you can see in my previous art that I have something similar. I wanted to incorporate it somehow since I thought it fitted him so well. Overall, he was a refreshing character to draw, and I hope you like my interpretation of him, as I had a lot of fun experimenting with this type of style. See? Told you he'd be fine. Harrison... evil scientist is blinded in one eye. I wonder how that happened. Makes good mac and cheese? I don't know about you, but I don't think anyone who can make good mac and cheese is evil. But what do I know? I'm not an evil scientist. I do love the addition of who the character is and what they like to do. It gives me an idea on how I want to present them in my drawings. Now, mac and cheese, I'm pretty picky on. I grew up eating the ones in the microwavable bowls. For some reason, the texture is nicer. So anytime I go out to Thanksgiving dinners and they offer me real mac and cheese, it always tasted off to me. There's something about the way they taste that throws me off, and whatever they put in those bowls, they just taste better to me. I'm weird, I know. Let me know what you guys put in your mac and cheese. I know some people put bacon, maybe even hot sauce. If you're seeing this, Charlie, you have to tell me what you put in your mac and cheese. Apparently, it isn't just roses and cactuses that have thorns. In fact, trees, and you heard that right, trees also have thorns. Specifically, the pink silk floss tree and the devil's walking stick. What kind of nick? Okay, anyway, let's just talk about Weather Dude's OC. I don't see many plant-based OCs often, so this is my first time actually drawing one. I would love to see some OCs based on carnivorous plants, like the sundews or pitcher plants. Maybe like an innocent-looking Venus flytrap character that lures its victims. That sounds like an interesting concept, actually.
Ooh, what's this? A sweet flower? Just for me? Don't mind if what? Wait a minute! You're a plant lady! No! Whoa! Ah! It's very cold in here.
Anyway, you have a very unique OC, and thanks for stopping by and drawing them. I had a lot of fun drawing them in my own way. Here's another character that has a lot of information about them. They're what? Adventurous, curious, sweet, and clumsy. They're also a magician, cool, and they have a book. I could never put down not drawing a good book. It can be very satisfying with all the pages, covers, details, and I just for some reason love drawing people holding books. I used to read a lot in high school. Since watching videos on YouTube and playing my 3DS can get repetitive, YouTube was a little different then. There wasn't as much short form content that gives instant gratification. So with Yuzi's OC, I tried to make the beret not look so awkward and fit her head. You can probably see me lassoing the whole thing and moving it around a lot. Besides that, the rest of her character was fun to draw. What kind of powers or magic do we think Alice uses? I'm thinking levitation. Leviosa.